I'm Dom Lau, Hong Kong devotee. Why does this city get my adrenaline pumping? Its electric atmosphere. Food. Fashion. Design. You name it, Hong Kong is one step ahead. But what if you could turbocharge it all?
Bam!
When local LED artist Teddy Lau meets a Filipino design duo, graffiti artist Chris Abrigo and fashion illustrator Soleil Ignacio, on a mission to create a futuristic tribute to Hong Kong,
Everything looks great so far.
the effects will light up your imagination and give you a taste as to why Hong Kong truly is every designer's dream destination. Welcome to a taste of Hong Kong. Hong Kong's landscape is a trendy mashup of high-tech and grunge. There's almost too much to see from ground level. Sometimes you need a different perspective.
Yo, Teddy, what's up, man?
How you doing?
I like your bus.
Welcome to Hong Kong.
After you, after you, after you.
LED artist Teddy Lau creates light installations strongly inspired by the city.
Hong Kong!
He's showing Chris and Soleil some of his favorite design inspirations.
Bank of China.
Bank of China, the most
There it
iconic
is.
building. That used to be a pawn shop, and then now it's a fine dining restaurant. Yeah.
It's like seeing the city in a new perspective.
And you gotta remember in Hong Kong, always look up.
So Soleil and Chris, I'm very excited that you're here. Gonna see many amazing art and design related things in Hong Kong. And I am interested to do an art project with you guys. Let's create an
Of
artwork.
course, yeah. Speaking of collaborations, I have this cutout illustrations. I'm thinking of taking photos of these illustrations around the city, and then we can use it in our collaborative piece. What do you think?
I can't wait. I'm excited already.
Yeah.
I know Teddy is a really big artist here in Hong Kong. His brain is really interesting. I want to hear more about his works.
The best way to understand Teddy's work is to visit his laboratory.
So this is where the magic happens.
This is huge, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. I have some of my current work.
Can you tell
So
us more about this one?
the form of it is an angel. This is just the torso.
Okay.
It's a 6-meter sculpture.
Cool, man.
Teddy was showing us around his works. He was talking to us about his inspiration and everything. I was so in awe.
So through creativity, I create this form.
Teddy's LED sculptures is really inspiring.
Chris and Soleil don't know it yet, but Teddy has a surprise up his sleeve.
So I got some sponsor airtime for one of the biggest LED screen in Hong Kong for our project. It's right outside of a Chongqing mansion.
So when Teddy mentioned that our artwork is going to be displayed in no less than the biggest LED wall in Hong Kong. Oh my God, how do we do this?
No pressure at all.
Yeah.
Technology is redefining Hong Kong's art scene, but there are still some crafts that can only be done by hand.
So I'm really excited to introduce you to my friend Patrick. He's a real talent and he's an artist as well. But the other thing that he likes to do, it's a really cool trick. He takes a soda can, a normal can like this, and he does something magical to it. I can't wait to show you. It's actually pretty neat. So let's go upstairs and say hi to Patrick. Hey, Patrick, what's going on? Come on in, guys.
If you've ever received an invitation to a high-profile design event in Hong Kong, calligrapher Patrick Leung is likely the man behind the exquisite script.
So here we go. Show us what you got, Patrick.
Okay, so I can show you some styles. That looks like a print to me, do you know what I mean?
Calligraphy is getting on trend today in the Philippines.
I just started trying calligraphy as well. So this calligraphy with Patrick will really have an effect on my illustrations.
Pat, you got this really cool trick that you do. So here is your soda can, all right?
I'm interested on what he's going to do with the can.
Now I cut this can.
I know you've done this before, but yeah, please don't cut yourself. Oops. Hey, that was really good.
This cap is for you.
That's for me. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Oh, you just need to get the flat bit there, just the sheet.
Yeah. Okay, now I can cut it.
It's looking more like a pen now.
Now that we know how to make it, here's the real test. Does it work? Check that out. It's like seeing kids in a toy store. You guys are just so into it.
I think I might start practicing calligraphy now because, you know, it's super interesting. I love it.
Guys, this is really, really good stuff. And Patrick, thank you so much. It's just so exciting to see these artists come together. A little bit of old mixed with a little bit of new, traditional meets modern. That is what Hong Kong is all about.
One of the best examples of that synergy is the space Teddy's taking Chris and Soleil to next. Hong Kong's Asia Society was once a storehouse for ammunition and explosives. Today, the restored and renovated complex is the picture of harmony.
My first impression of the place is it's amazing. You can see nature and architecture side by side. You can compare history and modernity. I love it, I love it.
Executive Director Alice Mong is responsible for much of the preservation and reinvigoration of the landmark.
These tracks are original from the 1860s. You can see that this track leads to the magazine A. Magazine A was used to store ammunition. It was restored into a gallery.
So what about the cannons? I think it's my favorite part.
These naval cannons are really interesting. 3 of them are British naval cannons,
Okay.
and one of them was probably used by the pirates.
Hong Kong pirates here.
200 years ago,
Interesting.
pirates did exist along these harbors.
Can we test these cannons?
Maybe next time.
During the New Year.
During the New Year.
But Asia Society might yet have the taste of explosives Chris is looking for.
Yo,
Hey, what's up, man?
how's it going?
So this is my friend Tony.
Tony Cheng is head chef at Ammo, Asia Society's multi-award-winning weapons-themed restaurant.
There's a lot of brass, which is inspired by like the head of the bullet, and then these like crazy kind of like staircase chandeliers. They just extend into the roof.
So I brought Soleil and Chris to Ammo because I wanted to bring them to a place that is fun, is cool, and is relevant to Asia Society. It's a perfect mixture of interior design and lighting, which also relates strongly to this project.
So this is ammunition, and you can see like this black stuff, and it seems like gunpowder.
Yes. Bam! It's really like gunpowder.
So this is the
The cannon. You can smell like great sense of like cinnamon, the herbs, the spices.
Man, this tastes like war, man.
Seeing this restaurant, art is just not in galleries but also in restaurants. And the drinks we got to try were even art in itself.
Cheers. Hope you guys had a great time in Hong Kong.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Cheers.
The grand finale to Chris and Soleil's first day is yet to come. I'm catching up with the group at Victoria Harbour, where the biggest light spectacle in the world is seconds away from starting.
So the show is starting soon. So it's called the Symphony of Lights. This is the one-of-a-kind media presentation. Not even New York, not even London or Shanghai can really compare. The show includes buildings all over Hong Kong Island and Kowloon side. Longest permanent lighting presentation in the world. 3, 2, 1.
So Teddy, being a light artist, how does this inspire you?
This inspires me tremendously because this is, we have more than 1-2 kilometers of artwork that happens every night.
We have this very, very long line of buildings doing synchronized stuff, so it's pretty fantastic for me. Really fun to watch.
It's a very good start to our Hong Kong trip, right? I can't wait to see what Dom and Teddy has in store for us next.
With day one coming to an end, have Soleil and Chris found inspiration from the city for their collaborative project with Teddy. I'm Dominic Lau, Hong Kong devotee, and my city is a sandbox for creatives across the globe, like Filipino street artist Chris Abrigo and fashion illustrator Soleil Ignacio, who are joining creative forces with Hong Kong's leading LED designer Teddy Lau to create a one-of-a-kind Hong Kong-inspired masterpiece. Chris and Soleil are still in search of that special spark of inspiration. Will they find it at our next destination?
All right, you're gonna love this place. It's amazing.
I'm showing Chris and Soleil an old world treasure bang in the city's urban center.
My first reaction as we walked into this beautiful building is, the elegance of the place is just amazing, right?
Yeah.
The Helena May dates back as early as 1916. Restoration work has helped bring several of its original features back in the spotlight.
Welcome to the Blue Room.
Jennifer Lang is an architectural historian and a frontrunner of the restoration wave sweeping through Hong Kong.
This room was recently restored about 2 years ago, and it's probably one of our most elegant rooms.
It's like a time capsule, and I'm like, wow, this is a very old place, but I'm definitely blown away by the restoration.
Let me show you one of the really interesting features of the Helena May that remains. If the manager needed to reach one of the residents on the upper floors, this would be the way that she would be able to reach them.
Can we try it?
Sure, yeah, let's give it a try.
Go, Chris.
All right, you go upstairs, Chris.
Chris,
Yes.
can you bring me a cup of coffee, please, and a sandwich?
Okay.
As artists, we always love individuality. So places like these, it's a very refreshing view.
That's awesome. Cool.
Where's my food?
I forgot.
But Hong Kong isn't truly tasted without sampling its legendary cuisine. I'm taking Chris and Soleil to experience the city's favorite delicacy at one of its most prized restaurants.
This is one of my favorite restaurants in all of Hong Kong. It's called Spring Moon here at the Peninsula of Hong Kong, and it houses some of the best dim sum you will ever try in your life, and that is no exaggeration. Are you hungry?
Yes, of course. Let's go.
Go, let's eat
Right
some.
answer.
We're starving,
Let's go.
actually.
To dim sum.
All right.
So pretty.
Very, very
I
cool.
feel like I don't want to eat it.
Hope you guys are ready for more.
Yeah. Is that gold leaf?
Can't talk right now. I swallowed half of it, so.
You know what? Well, listen, while I have you nice and relaxed, sum up the inspiration Hong Kong has given you in one word.
Let me think.
Multi-sensory.
Multi-sensory, I like that. Have you given any thought to your final piece for the LED screens?
I actually collected a lot of photos already, so I'm thinking of doing a collage or a montage of the photos.
Yeah.
But I haven't really thought of it yet.
Maybe Teddy has some ideas.
Hey!
Hey, man, what's up?
Yeah, so this is the newest project. This project was inspired by the Hong Kong Symphony of Light. It's so spectacular
It is,
for Hong Kong. So for me as an artist, I want to do something with it too, creatively. Let me show you. So I wanted them to see another version of the Harbour Show, but in more artistic context. I wrote the whole story based on Hong Kong history.
Like adding another layer to the artwork, you know?
Yeah.
Adding some history in it.
Yeah.
Using this very modern technique.
So after seeing it, the idea of Hong Kong combining the history and the modern architecture and everything just really made sense.
Chris and Soleil's reaction are exactly what I want to see. Being an artist is for me, is about inspiring other people and compelling people to think about new ideas. So I'm very happy to see those faces.
Fantastic.
The kind of work that I do is quite abstract, so a lot of people don't really understand what it is. And it's great that I get an opportunity to show my new friends. So the next place I'm taking Soleil and Chris is to an unconventional art space, the Artist Village, to meet a very dear friend of mine.
Froggy!
Kwok Mang Ho, famously known as Frog King, pioneered the unconventional art scene in the city. His playground, Cattle Depot, is one of the only spaces of its kind in the city.
Frog King is very famous for transforming any environment into
His own.
installation intuitively.
Here is a ship with many props like a body installation.
Ooh,
Yes.
can we wear it?
Yeah,
Frog King asks us to do some costumes like the ones he's wearing.
How do I look?
You're looking good. But when we start doing things and we're like, oh my God, we're starting to be a part of his art.
We can do the froggy music.
It's very unique for an artist to let anyone be part of the process.
So then I use fire.
I think even to my surprise, I got more than what I was planning or asking for. So I think we are going in a really, really good track, and I think we can create a really good artwork together.
Visiting Teddy's studio and seeing all the electronics, all the technical stuff, and then going here to Frog King studio, it was really...
You have this really weird transition from very high-tech to this very eccentric.
Using low-tech and high-tech together, I'm thinking of incorporating it in our collaborative project. So now we can hang this.
Can Chris and Soleil translate that inspiration into action? I'm taking them to the iconic Stanley Market where their canvas awaits.
You asked for a wall, and I found you the perfect wall through Jason from Hong Kong Wall.
Thanks, man.
Jason Dembski is co-creator of the wildly successful Hong Kong Walls.
Hong Kong has a very small street art and graffiti scene. We really wanted to kind of give these artists who run around in the shadows bigger space and then maybe raise some awareness in the local community in Hong Kong about, what graffiti and street art is.
Well, this is a guy, he's visiting Hong Kong, he's come from the Philippines, and he wants to help enrich that Hong Kong art scene.
Let's go. I'm ready and I'm excited.
Here is your canvas, my friend.
I have this wall and I'm gonna paint an urban landscape. Hong Kong is a very geometric landscape. I'm just gonna do something that will translate this environment. Gonna start with this one?
It was important for me to understand what his composition is, then I can figure out how I can play my LEDs onto his painting. You're going to paint this too, right? Is it white?
Yeah, it's white.
Okay, so I'll do this line too.
Okay.
While Chris and Teddy are doing their work, I'm gonna take a photo of my ladies.
After the spray paint, then I will, with these conducting paints, I will create a circuitry.
Then you're gonna, you're gonna attach like an electronic charge through it?
Yep.
All the LEDs light up?
Yep.
That's insane.
Watching Teddy work, it's so different for me because I don't know a lot about like LED stuff.
As I started painting, I make some adjustments. You have to adjust, and do whatever you can with what you have.
Try t-shirt, yes.
Earlier, I was afraid we're not going to finish, but now it's going pretty well.
Everything looks great so far.
Whoa, hey.
Wow! Oh my God, that is dope. Hey, good job, man. Are you proud of your work?
Yeah, I'm super proud of it.
It's beautiful. I mean, I love the lights. It's so refreshing to see. I have to take a photo of this.
All right, take a photo. This is all gearing towards what we're gonna be doing later tonight. The artwork that Chris and Teddy have done on that wall was absolutely amazing. Now, in comes Soleil, and she's gonna be putting together a photo montage. They're gonna combine all of their artwork together, and then they're gonna have it displayed on the LED screen on Chung King Mansion. The pressure is seriously on.
How will it all come together?
All the pieces are here, and now we just gotta glue them together.
Are Soleil and Chris ready to debut on one of Hong Kong's biggest LED screens? Filipino design duo Chris Abrigo and Soleil Ignacio are here in Hong Kong to collaborate with top LED artist Teddy Lau and create a work of art inspired by the city.
All right, you guys, well, here we are in Teddy's studio. All the pieces are here, and now we just got to glue them together. So what is your vision?
So for our montage, since I have a lot of pictures around Hong Kong and while they were working, I'm thinking of like putting it all together, you know. I have one video with all our experiences around the city, on the bus.
Right.
And then on the other half is all our works collected with my little figurine girls, you know, walking around town.
Okay, so let's have a look at some of these pictures that you got going here. Oh, these bring back memories, man.
We want to highlight both our experiences in Hong Kong and show our final artwork, my illustrations and Teddy and Chris's street art. I guess we should add this one, huh?
All right, let's
to
put it
show
in.
while Chris was painting.
Yeah.
Ooh, you should add the photo of the whole mural when it's done.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
think?
Yeah,
that one.
That's a beautiful shot.
All the LEDs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Our little montage is about to be blown up in this huge LED display.
There will be lots of people passing by that LED, so it's kind of exciting and nerve-wracking as well.
Down at Chungking Mansions, some of Teddy's friends have already gathered for the show.
All right, so Teddy, we're here now in Tsim Sha Tsui in the corner of Peking and Nathan. What are we doing here?
All right, so let me introduce you guys. So this is Angelica, the director of the Mills Gallery. This is Joe, she's a new media art curator.
Hello.
Yeah, and this is Christy, one of the directors in JM Media.
Hello.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you.
And Daniel, the general manager of JM Network.
Now, guys, the reason why you are here this evening is to tell us whether or not Soleil and Chris have captured the taste of Hong Kong in their work, all right? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's look at the screen right now, guys.
All right.
3, 2, 1, roll it! A taste of Hong Kong, guys, there it is! All right, that's awesome! Look, everyone's checking it out. This is amazing, you guys.
My heart was beating like so very fast.
Hey, I remember that day. That's awesome. Okay, now I want to get your 2 cents worth right now. How was that for you? Did they capture the taste of Hong Kong?
Yeah, all the cityscape, the harborscape, quintessential Hong Kong.
Fantastic. Thank you.
It's definitely a good representation of the local Hong Kong art scene. Definitely can show the world what Hong Kong is really are.
All the graffitis and the illustrations make a really great mix of colors.
Hey guys, round of applause. What they put together in such a short space of time was nothing short of fantastic. Chris had a good time, Soleil had a good time. I know that Teddy had a great time entertaining them, and I know for a fact that I thoroughly enjoyed myself taking these guys from Manila, showing them around town, and getting them inspired, and giving them a true taste of Hong Kong.
I was remembering all our experiences together, all our adventures, and then seeing our final collab was just amazing.
Really unforgettable, and we're gonna remember this
For the rest of our lives.